welcome to Nidoriginals. I'm Shubhangi Singh and I had AIR55 in the NID exam of 2022. And I will share with you what was my journey and my tips for preparing for mains and well, for mains, I had this approach because of the fact that I saw some previous questions and I saw that they ask you to make something functional. So in my head, I was like, how about I went online and I saw toys. And I did not look at the mechanism. I tried to figure it out myself through cheap materials like cardboards and toothpicks and like rubber bands, materials that the NID would provide according to me. So in figuring out those mechanisms, I used the materials in unconventional ways, and it kind of made me realize how one material can be used differently. So yeah, that's how I prepared for mains. Yeah, so my prelims rank was 272. So I had it in mind that the rank is not that good, and if I have to make, I'll have to make a leap. I did not expect this big of a leap, but for mains I was a little more prepared than for prelims. I knew that certain type of questions come, so I took my take on the questions and prepared a little more unconventionally. For prelims it was very conventional, like I did what people tell ki you have to practice sketching and perspective and all, so yeah. I wasn't able to categorize questions that easily in my first attempt because of the fact that for me everything was similar, everything has the same weightage and everything needs the same practice. But through my attempts I got to know about what what is easier for me and what's harder to me, so I focused on it according to that. And there are questions that need more of creativity, so I would recognize that this question needs me to be creative rather than technically correct. And then some questions like perspective, for example, very basic question, in that you need to be technical rather than creative. So yeah, that was one thing. And for mains it was mostly because I'm not an art and craft person, so I took more of a fun and more an approach that would interest me, because the moment you lose interest in the questions itself, you will not be able to be creative in it, and that's what NID demands the most. So yeah. Well, for mains and for any exam in general, you just need to know the people around you giving the same exam. It just gives you more of an exposure on how people are doing. And because NID is very unexpected, you don't really know what is coming. So just look around in more of a creative way. If you want to look at artists and people's work on Instagram, that's the easiest we have. So yeah, reach out there and also reach out to the people who are giving the same exam, because you need to know where you stand at before giving any exam. And just prepare through it thoroughly, but do not lose your unique touch in it, because if you are doing what everybody else is doing, it's probably will not get you.